How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing good. Look, you scared me this weekend while watching Freaky. I was
That's
scared of
good.
you.
I love your background. Looking
Thank
fierce.
you. Look, I had to pay homage, okay, to the
Okay.
real queen, okay. So one of the first things that I wanted to ask you is something that Christopher Landon does so well is putting women at the center of horror, which is something that I'm so happy to see more and more of as horror films come out. But I really wanted to ask you, how was it portraying this character who is so menacing? I was just like, the kill scenes, I was just like, this is too much for me.
It was so much fun because I think the butcher did everything that I've always wanted to do, and like says everything I always wanted to say, and even wore the things I always want to wear. Like I always want to wear a leather jacket and jeans, but I always end up looking like a grandma anyway, like because that's just who I
No.
am. So I think I was fulfilling some kind of fantasy, definitely. Because who doesn't want to be someone else for a day? Now I like Kathryn, so I'm good. We're starting to get an agreement about what we're going to do every day and all of this stuff. But it is fun to be someone else for a little while, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I wish I could be someone else. Can we just do it every day so we could just have a different life experience? I
I
feel
know
like
that's why I'm an actor. It's way more fun to be other people.
exactly. Now there's a lot of Easter eggs, and a lot of homage that's played back to other classic horror films. And so I really wanted to ask you, when you got the script, when you knew what you guys were going to be doing, what was like that one horror film you like, we have to do this scene, like this is something that I have to do with Freaky?
I think the most classic horror like thing that we had in Freaky is the knife, like the butcher knife.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time I got to hold it and I saw myself like in a picture or something, and I just thought about how classic this is. And you've seen this in so many scary movies. So but there's so many things that Freaky touches on. There's so many things that Freaky touches on. It just kills a lot of horror tropes. You always see the best friend die, or you always see the final girl, the scream queen die first, and the victim. It's just different. So we kind of crushed those horror tropes and created some of our own too. And that's one of my favorite things about Freaky is it's surprising. You think you know and you don't.
And it's surprisingly funny because they actually make fun of a lot of the horror tropes that we do see in these films. But most importantly, the film truly works because of the chemistry that you have with Vince as your characters are really switching bodies. And so I really wanted to talk to you and experience like working with Vince Vaughn, who is someone who is literally like giving us some of our greatest comedy films. How was that?
It was an honor to work with Vince Vaughn. I'm a huge fan. I've seen everything that he's been in, and he came to set with 120%, and he had so many brilliant ideas. So to get to collaborate with someone that I've looked up to so long is an experience that I'll never probably have again. And he's so funny in this movie, and he kills it as a teenage girl. He killed it.
There was one scene that literally I was just like, this scene is too much. I was dying laughing. I had to pause the movie. It was so hilarious. I feel like you know what scene that has something to do with the car, but yes.
God, you had to pause it. It was so funny.
It was so funny. I just wasn't like, you saw it coming. You saw what was going to be happening, but then it was just like, oh, they actually went for it. I was just like, yes, thank you for doing it.
I've ever seen, right? I mean, like that scene is just brilliant. It just shows what a good actor Uriah and Vince, they both together were so great in that scene. And it's just funny because it really shows like that love like it doesn't matter like what you look like, it's all about who you are on the inside.
Exactly.
Well, Kathryn, thank you. Does that without trying. It's just fun.
Exactly. No, it was great to watch, and you were fantastic in it. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the movie.
Thank you. Have a great day.